After lots of rumors, UFC lightweight champ Islam Makhachev's second title defense is now official. It all began in October of the previous year when a heated rivalry ignited. At that time, the reigning champion Oliveira faced his first-time challenger Makhachev. The result was a dramatic takedown of the Bronx by Makhachev, resulting in a second-round victory via an arm triangle choke. Ever since the pivotal fight, both fighters have remained undefeated, showing strength as they prepare for what promises to be a match for the ages. The championship belt is there for the taking. Who will win? Will Makhachev prove he's better again, or will Oliveira show he's still on top? Let's watch and find out. Islam Makhachev. Starting as a young boy scaling mountains and now standing as a UFC champion, Makhachev's journey has been nothing short of remarkable, and there's no sign that he's ready to hit the brakes anytime soon. Following his clash with Oliveira, Makhachev has displayed a continuous surge in strength and skill. His next battle was against none other than Alexander the Great Volkanovski, who's ranked among the world's greatest fighters. Makhachev entered a super intense UFC atmosphere as the champ and left with the belt still around his waist. This fight was special because it had the world's top-ranked fighters at number 1 and number 2 going head-to-head. Volkanovski, who was the featherweight champion, moved up to the 155-pound class to challenge Makhachev for his lightweight title. The crowd was incredibly loud when Volkanovski and then Makhachev walked into the arena. It was no cakewalk, but Makhachev successfully defended his title for the first time. He managed to outscore Volkanovski in a hard-fought battle that lasted 25 minutes on Volkanovski's home turf. Makhachev took some solid hits, and although he struggled a bit to bring down the Great, his exceptional wrestling skills shone through. However, it also showed Volkanovski's toughness, durability, and talent, as takedowns weren't easy to come by. Despite all three judges giving the victory to Makhachev, Volkanovski earned respect by moving up to the 155-pound division and giving the champion a formidable challenge. This win continued Makhachev's winning streak to 12 fights, while it marked Volkanovski's first UFC loss and his first defeat since May 2013, breaking his 22-fight winning streak. After this win, the sky is the limit for Makhachev. He's shown the world that he can beat the best of fighters. He seems to be on fire. Can Oliveira extinguish it? Charles Oliveira. Growing up in the impoverished neighborhood of Guarujá, Sao Paulo, Charles had a humble start that led him to join Brazil's workforce at a very young age. He assisted his mother in selling cheese salads from a trailer when he was just a child. It was during this job that he crossed paths with some youngsters who were training in jiu-jitsu. At around the age of 12, these same kids invited Charles to join them at a local grappling academy. While Charles's guardians couldn't afford his tuition, his uncle Paulo, who knew the instructor, stepped in and arranged for him to train on a scholarship-like basis. From that point, Charles never looked back. Known by his moniker Charles the Bronx, he initially gained recognition as one of the emerging talents in the world of jiu-jitsu before embarking on a career transition to cage fighting. In the realm of mixed martial arts, he swiftly ascended the ranks, eventually reaching the pinnacle of the sport by securing a title in the most prestigious fighting promotion, the UFC, in May 2021. Oliveira stands out as one of the era's most dominant fighters, currently holding UFC records for both finishes and submission victories. However, the past year presented challenges for Oliveira, some of which were of his own making. He faced adversity when he was stripped of his 155-pound title in preparation for his bout against Justin Gaethje at UFC 274 due to missing weight. Oliveira secured a victory over Gaethje via a first-round submission, but he knew that he needed to win his next fight to reclaim the championship. Unfortunately, in the main event of UFC 280, the Bronx faced his first defeat in nearly 5 years when Islam Makhachev submitted him in the second round. Before his initial encounter with Makhachev, Oliveira held a record of 33-8-0, showing that he was familiar with both wins and losses, and it had no detrimental impact on his fighting spirit. In his pursuit of returning to the lightweight title picture, Oliveira was tasked with defeating Dariush, the number 4 ranked lightweight. This bout demonstrated to the world that he was more than prepared to take on Makhachev and continue his quest for the lightweight championship. Dariush, the 34-year-old fighter from Iran, had been slowly but surely making his way up the UFC ranks, having 8 consecutive wins leading up to this fight. However, it took just one round for Oliveira to make a decisive impact. Right from the start of the fight, the Bronx unleashed a powerful head kick against Dariush. While Dariush absorbed the blow well, he quickly seized control of the round by delivering a barrage of strikes from a dominant top position. When the fight returned to a standing position, Oliveira repeated the same kick against his opponent. Though Dariush managed to partially block it, the force of impact was overwhelming. Oliveira followed up with a punch that nearly ended Dariush, and then he unleashed a series of hammer fists that led his opponent on the brink of unconsciousness. After the fight, Oliveira said his last performance against Makhachev at UFC 280 was just a one-time thing and asked for a rematch for the title. Makhachev praised Oliveira's performance on Twitter, but also reminded him that there are different skill levels in this sport. Who will win the rematch? It's almost comical that odds makers would favor Makhachev over a fighter who's been on such an incredible winning streak in UFC history. But here we are. Past 2 years, Makhachev has unquestionably demonstrated his dominance, steamrolling through opponents like Bobby Green, Dan Hooker, Thiago Moises and Drew Dober, finishing all 4 fights. It's an undeniably impressive track record. However, Oliveira's unbeaten journey since 2018 is nothing short of extraordinary. During this time, he's conquered 10 of his last 11 opponents either via submission or knockout, including notable names like Michael Chandler, Dustin Poirier, and his most recent triumph against Justin Gaethje. Oliveira has showcased an irresistible combination of resilience, aggression, and a refined technique that puts every fighter in peril. While Makhachev is a formidable grappler who suffocates his opponents with his sambo skills, Oliveira possesses a multi-dimensional game that combines devastating striking with both offensive and defensive jiu-jitsu prowess. One of the most incredible aspects of Makhachev's fighting style lies in his flawless timing and technique when it comes to performing takedowns. He effortlessly transitions between striking and wrestling, catching opponents off guard and quickly bringing the fight to the ground. Once there, he utilizes exceptional control to neutralize his opponent's offense, always keeping them in a defensive posture. Makhachev's ground game is a work of art. As he steers smoothly from one position to another, it's like watching a master do his work. Another distinguishing feature of Makhachev's fighting style is his overwhelming top control. Once he establishes dominance on the ground, he subjects his opponents to an unrelenting barrage of ground and pound, making it incredibly challenging for them to break free or launch any significant offensive maneuvers. His strength and ability to maintain control are amazing, often leaving opponents feeling trapped and powerless in his clutches. Regardless of where the fight goes, Makhachev will find himself in jeopardy. His best chance may be to take the fight to the mat, but even there, he faces a significant challenge, given that Oliveira is the UFC's all-time leader in submissions with an impressive tally of 16. The odds may be in Makhachev's favor, but the fight itself promises to be anything but predictable. In the end, it's going to be one hell of a fight that can go in anyone's favor. With that said, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you guys enjoyed it. Until next time.